Sin. Yeah. Check it. Yeah. Look. Heavyweight, this the heavyweight. Heavyweight, this the heavyweight. Heavyweight, this the heavy.
Does edging count as a relapse? It's a question I get a lot, but to answer this, I must say no. On paper, it doesn't count as a relapse. Why? Because it only counts if you ejaculate. But still you will see people count this as a relapse. Are they wrong? No, because you need to have your own rules, the rules that fit you best. For some, it is better to count edging as a relapse, because edging is really bad for your dopamine system and it can be worse for you than even relapsing itself. Also, if you're edging, the chances of you relapsing a day after are really big. So don't make things harder than they are, don't edge, and follow me for more.
Yo, what up YouTube? Welcome to Sinn-Take, man. My name is Sin. Coming back with another one, man. Y'all already know the Most High done woke us up today. Let's take this opportunity to be great, you know what I'm saying? But man, listen, bro, I had to show y'all that clip from Kerry Hobb, man. Shout out to Kerry Hobb. Please go follow his Instagram page. I get a lot of clips from him, a lot of good information on NoFap, semen retention, pornography, all of that stuff, man. He talk about all of it on his page and post different things, man. So go check him out on Instagram whenever you get a chance, because this subject right here is a touchy one, literally, you know what I'm saying? Because like a lot of people gonna have their different perspectives of edging, and he is absolutely right. You do make your own rules. I have told you that. You do make your own rules and what work for you. But personally, I would tell you it's dangerous. Edging is dangerous. If you watching pornography and edging, that's even more dangerous because guess what? You are still messing up this up here. You still manipulating this shit up here. You still poisoning your mind by watching that. You may not be ejaculating all the way, but guess what, bro? You still doing damage internally. You still doing damage mentally. You still doing damage with your vibration. You still using a lot of energy doing that. You damaging your energy. You still doing damage to your confidence, bro. That's what you gotta understand. And at the same time, bro, eventually you are gonna burst. And I say that because when you edging, bro, you only get frustrated when you do that. The frustration, the depression starts setting in because you on a journey, you don't want to release your energy because you know how valuable it is now, but you edging and you messing with yourself, you messing with your mood, you messing with your vibration. And like I said, ultimately, when you doing that, it's just like teasing yourself, bro. That's all you doing is teasing the fuck out of yourself until you eventually give in, until you eventually give up. And when you give up, bro, you've been edging for so long, bro. Guess what? When you give up, it's just not gonna be that one time you ejaculate. You know what I mean? You gonna relapse several times after that, bro, all the way. So you called yourself trying to manipulate the game and trying to take a shortcut and think, you talk yourself into thinking that it's okay. But guess what, bro? When you finally do go over the edge, when you finally do just give up and you go all the way, guess what, bro? You gonna go off the deep end. You gonna serial relapse. You know what I mean? You gonna take it to a whole nother level because you let all of that shit build up in you using porn. You know what I mean? Using edging as a way to take off the edge, bro. And it's just not a good idea. I told y'all last year that I started edging, man, because I was letting the pressure and all of that shit get to me too, bro. But guess what, bro? I started feeling myself relying on that. You know what I mean? Until I finally relapsed. I wasn't watching porn when I was doing it, but still though, that's a relapse, bro. I view edging as a relapse. I know, you may not be ejaculating when you do it, but it leads up to a relapse. It leads up to you feeling down about yourself. It leads up to you just like questioning everything about the journey, bro. You know what I mean? Questioning yourself, bro. Y'all know how I talk about, self-confidence, bro. And what really hurts is that you start to feel like you can't trust yourself. You know what I mean? Messing around like that. So I don't advise you to do it. Once that trust for yourself go away, your confidence lower, your testosterone lower, your energy lower. It's just like, it just messes up everything. So I advise you to just stay strong. I know you make up your own rules in this shit and you do what works for you, but all that is like a precursor before you actually really fuck up all the way. If you ask me, because I did it, and like I said, a lot of people are like, well, you didn't watch porn. Well, it doesn't matter, bro. Mentally I was watching porn. The thoughts that I was having was like porn, and ultimately it was just weakness. At the end of the day, it's weakness, bro. We just have to do better, bro. Because all that shit gonna do is just gonna make you go over the edge, man. It's gonna make you go over the edge, and it's just like, you gonna really spaz out, like, when you do it. Like, I felt so fucked up, when it finally led to me finishing all the way, that I knew I had to change. I knew I was done with edging. That was an issue with me. Like, I say probably around, I gotta look at my calendar, but it was sometime late summer, where it was just it was an issue. Actually, no, it was in October, the fucked up month. Yes, October, it was a bloody October, because October, like I said, bro, it felt like I was under attack every night, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I can't even, you got to understand, like, edging could have led to that too. You know what I'm saying? Because I was getting away with it, thinking that okay, just for a second, blah, 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 just thinking that, it's nothing. But until you finally finish all the way, bro, listen, dog, everything, I just felt fucked up about it. And it's like you set yourself up for that because you thinking you getting away with something. And that's what I did. I got used to it. You know what I'm saying? Just because I felt like I wasn't finishing all the way, and I still had my energy that I was okay. You know what I mean? And it's just like, bruh, I just don't advise you to do it. It still fucks with you mentally. It still fucks with your energy. And like I said, it's just gonna lead to you doing something that you just don't want to do. You don't want to mess up what you have going right now. So why twist the cap off of that if you know the possibilities, bruh? And that's just my take on that, bro. Because listen, dog, we just gotta stay strong out this motherfucker. I know it's tough, and like I said, bro, the pressures of life can get to you. Just the everyday repetition of your journey, the repetition of your routine, all of that stuff, bro. You just find yourself, putting your mentality in this flat line where it doesn't have to be. Mentally, though, you can find yourself in this space. You got to find ways to pull yourself out of that space. That's on you. That is your job, to pull yourself out of that space so you don't start looking for anything that could take your mind off of your issues. Take your mind off of this journey. Take your mind off of life and the situation that you're in. Nah, bro, it's more healthier things to do than resorting to that shit, bro. Because that ain't nothing but that primal side trying to come out of you, that carnal side trying to come out of you, bro, because you feel a need to bust a nut. You feel a need to look at hoes. You feel a need to chase hoes. You feel a need to, watch something, that you shouldn't be watching, bro. The damage, it does damage to you. Just think about it like that. No matter what, whether you wasting away that energy that you could be using for something valuable, or you watching the porn that's just, and you taking on those demons, bruh. You making your addiction worse. And that's the thing, bro. We try this. It's called no fap, so you don't fap. You still technically fapping even when you edging. You know, you still fapping. It don't matter if you go all the way or not. You still technically fapping. You still using your hand, and you are getting a dopamine release from that. You are still using your hand, and you are getting a dopamine release from that, which means you are still manipulating your receptors. You are making your addiction worse. You are leaning on this to help you through instead of leaning on something more healthy to help you through. You know, talking to the Most High to help you through. Doing something that's productive to help you through. Meditation, doing that shadow work to help you through. Instead, you saying that I ain't got none of that. I don't need none of that. I ain't got none of that. I'ma just go along with my hand, and then this gonna help me out. This gonna get me through. This the only thing that could make me feel better right now is my hand and watching some porn or being to my thoughts while I use my hand. Nah, bro, that's still unhealthy. And it's if people don't want to count it as a relapse, it's gonna lead to it eventually. Trust me. Trust me. I've been there, done that, and I ain't going back. I ain't going back. That was just another bump in the road that I had to get through, bro. It's a part of this. It's a part of this. We have to learn from our mistakes, period. We have to learn from our mistakes. I learned from my edging mistake. I'm like, nah, this shit damn near worse because I found myself continuing to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I already got an addictive personality. So if I could find something that could take me away from that, even just for a moment, and it feel good just for a moment, then I'm gonna go back looking for that. That's in my personality, see? But when you go through things, when you done been addicted to drugs, when you done been addicted to alcohol, when you done been addicted to sex, when you done been addicted to porn, you know what I'm saying? When you done been addicted to food, you know what triggers you. You know your habits. That's why I state the importance of you knowing who you are. You know you, when you know how to handle you. But when you don't know you and you ain't been through nothing, then guess what? You're not gonna know these situations and how to assess this moving forward if you wanna be successful. I wanna be successful. I wanna be successful not only in my endeavors, but I wanna be successful on this journey, bro. You know, I wanna be successful on my purpose. You know, I wanna be successful in my music. I wanna be successful, bro. So I have to know me in order to be in alignment. If I'm not in alignment with myself, then guess what, bro? It's not nothing that I do is gonna work out for me. So, you know, it's important for you to know you, bro. And when you go through these things and you doing your trial and error stuff, because that's what we do. You know, sometimes you gonna try it. You like, shit, I'm gonna see how I feel when I do this shit, bro. And you gonna know. You gonna learn right away, like, okay, that wasn't a good idea. You know what I'm saying? That's what that wasn't a good idea. I knew about edging and all that shit. But man, bruh, you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes, man, listen, when that pressure getting to you and all of that shit, listen, dog, it's just better ways to handle things, you know, instead of making it worse. And in my, you know, experience and in my opinion, edging make it worse. And you just want to leave all of that alone. You just want to leave it alone. When it come to you just doing something that you know just gonna lower your vibration and eventually take away your energy and have you right back at the start line, you know, because you take you gonna take steps backwards, bro. Then guess what? Just leave it alone. It's not worth it. And I'm telling you, it's not worth it. You know, yeah, you know, like I said, bro, October was rough. Yeah, you know, the demonic energy was there. Yeah, but ultimately I gave into that. You know, ultimately I chose to keep edging and doing that shit. I chose to give in. I chose to listen to those voices. You know what I mean? And guess what, bro? I had to pick up the pieces. I had to learn from that. And now I'm doing better than ever, bro. Now I'm doing better than ever. You know what I'm saying? So you could always bounce back. This journey is designed for that. But if you could avoid certain things, listen, avoid that shit at all costs. You know, it's one thing to just run into it and all of that shit, but when you know better, you do better, all right? So let's continue to do better, all right? And that's my word, man. My name is Sinn, the Sinn-Take. Holla at y'all later, man. Peace.
First I'ma get on my grind, then second stop wasting my time on shit less important. If ain't about money, I'm going the other direction. And third, I'ma do what I gotta to eat. Fourth, I'ma sew up the streets. Fifth, I'ma never quit dropping this heat. So as long as I'm breathing, you better get used to me. Sixth, I'ma get